So if you've seen that South Park episode, the end of obesity or ending obesity or whatever it's called, or they actually have like a little short music video that they made or of the navigating the US healthcare system, you know that it's no joke how hard it can be to get the healthcare that you want or you need or you deserve because of the way the insurance companies are set up and the way the whole system works, unfortunately. But what's equally difficult sometimes is even finding the right provider or finding the right person to help you navigate the journey. Like, how do you navigate your healthcare journey, if you don't have the right help? It's why these online companies even exist, because people are so fed up and struggling with finding providers who they can get what they need accomplished. So they search out other sources. So that's what we're going to talk about today. How do you navigate the US healthcare system? And I'm Dr. Evan, pediatric bariatric surgeon, done more operations for weight management in kids than anyone else in this country, and I'm here to help. So let's get to it. So how do you start? The journey starts with finding a doc or a provider who actually cares or is willing to tackle obesity as a disease and start to point you in the right direction. And I don't blame the docs entirely, because the way the system's set up is they have to see as many patients as they can, usually within 15 minutes, and it's really hard to get into some of these topics in such a short period of time. Like, it's hard for me to give you this 5-minute video on navigating the healthcare system because I could give you an hour lecture on that. But don't worry, we're not going to do that. And sometimes it actually, you have to bring it up. Like, I'm not saying this is on you as the patient, but I'm saying if you notice that your weight is going up, you might get a weight measured every year, or weighing yourself at home. Ask your doctor about it. Like, he or she it may not even come to their mind that it's an important piece of your health, but you do have to do some self-advocating from time to time, because otherwise you may not get what you want. But most people get a height and a weight, and we haven't talked about what the definition of obesity is in terms of what's called body mass index, which is a ratio of your weight to your height. But there is a medical specific definition of obesity based on those parameters. So ask, hey doc, what's my BMI? Is it in the normal range? Is it where it should be, or is it too high? And can we do something about it? So, and it's possible your primary care provider either doesn't have the knowledge or the interest in dealing with it, which is okay, or at least somewhat okay. But they should be able to point you in a direction of finding someone who can help, right? There are weight management programs, more for adults than for kids, but they're out there. And you might have to go online and do some searching, like I said. And while these companies that are out there, they're doing it exclusively online and getting you medications exclusively from their own pharmacies, etc. Those are maybe okay, maybe not, I don't really know. But I do think having a provider that you trust, that you can discuss these issues with, and whether it's in person or remotely, telemedicine, maybe doesn't matter as much as just connecting with the person. So again, I'm not here to tell you how to do it. I'm just telling you what's out there and how to find it. So even if you get to a place where you find somebody you like, or get what you need from an online company, or I guess more in the non-online world, so more in the traditional medical world, provider will prescribe something for you after talking to you, or recommend surgery, or whatever you guys decide upon. But that's only part of the equation. So first you got to find the right person, then you got to get recommended path forward, then you got to get your insurance company to pay for it, which is a pain sometimes, and frankly, that's another probably a whole other episode I could do on a takedown of insurance companies, because they really don't have what's in your best interest sometimes. And actually, I have a personal experience where I had to call my insurance company to get some care approved, and it was so convoluted that when I finally got in touch with a human on the phone, I said, I do this stuff for a living, and even I can't figure out your system. So how do you expect the average patient or parent to navigate your system? It's crazy. And of course, this was a low-level person and they just blew me off or whatever. But we can do a bigger episode on this if you want. Put some comments in the comment box. Share the video if you like what you hear. Like it, dislike it. Feedback is good. Even negative feedback is good. It'll help me change direction next time. I don't care. I'm not immune to criticism. You know, hopefully you've subscribed by now, or hopefully you're going to subscribe because what I'm giving you is useful. Again, share it with people who you think need to know. We're going to pivot next time and talk about childhood obesity specifically, because that's obviously my passion and what I dealt with my whole life, or at least my whole adult life as a professional. And I'm going to tell you why it's so important in the overall obesity world to understand childhood obesity. So it's not just for people who have kids with obesity. It's for everybody. Obesity is a disease, not a lifestyle choice. And there's something you can do about it. And so understanding it as in-depthly as you can helps you get there. So again, subscribe, share, post comments, feedback, and I'll see you next time.